Here with Battlehawks head coach Ricky Proehl. Coach, thanks for joining us in studio. About a month with your team before you guys kick things off in St. Louis. What do you like about where your team's at now, and do you feel like they're ready to get this thing going?
They're definitely ready. I love the energy. It's been a great camp. It really has, and you're starting to see us trend in the right direction. But I'm excited about the group of men that we have, and defensively, offensively, and special teams. We've got some weapons there as well.
Not necessarily new to the Battlehawks realm here. You were with the team in 2023 in a different role. As you kind of take over this team, what'd you learn about the UFL, the XFL, spring football in 2023 that you're carrying with you now that you're a head coach this season?
I just think it's an exciting brand of football. It's a group of men that want another chance, or they just love to compete. I think there's a bunch of different views. There's guys that want another chance in the NFL, and then there's guys that just want to compete and play because they love the game. And that's the beauty of it is these guys are playing for the right reasons. They love the game. It's not just for the money. It's a chance to prove themselves and get another opportunity.
You've been around coaching for a while now, football, your whole life. As you take over this organization, what have you learned about being a head coach in this league over the last 3 or so weeks as you get ready to start spring football play?
I don't know if I've necessarily learned. I think I'm still learning. I think I'm going to continue to learn some things. I think it's, for me, it's a game I've played and coached all my life. So it's, X's and O's and being around the players in the locker room is special. I think it's going to be, for me, what it's learning on the job is going to be game management. You just, those opportunities that come in certain situations, end of the game, half, situational football, I think is maybe you ask me that question 2-3 weeks from now. I think those are the things that I'm going to have to learn as a football coach, but it's on the job training. You
know how important football is to the city of St. Louis. You've lived it a couple times. Mm-hmm. Now, as you get closer to starting this season now, do you start to feel that energy and that excitement in this city and around this fan base of leading this football team and bringing spring football back to St. Louis for another season?
Well, that's why we're here. We're here to bring that energy, bring that excitement, sell more tickets. We've got a huge game opening, defending champs, DC Defenders, and I'm sure these guys will tell you, and for me, 2023, DC is a rival. They're a good football team. They're well coached. They're physical. We're not going to be surprised coming into this football game. We're going to be prepared mentally, physically. It's a great challenge for us, and we need that 12th man. We need the fans to be there. I think we have 23,000 season ticket holders right now sold. We need 30,000. We need 35,000. So that's where we're here to try to bring the energy and bring the excitement that these fans are going to get accustomed to seeing this year. And I'm excited. I know our football team's excited for this first game, and it's going to be a great challenge, though.
A week out from that first game, is it starting to feel real for you that you're walking through that tunnel again at the Dome here soon, and you're going to be kind of walking maybe a little nostalgia as you walk back into that building again?
Yeah, I think every time I come to St. Louis, that happens. The flashbacks happen, and it will happen next week. But I'm excited for our football team. We've been in camp, practicing against each other. They're ready to play football. I think we all are. We're all excited to put the uniform on, put the silks on, so to speak, and play for real. But yeah, we're all fired up.
Battlehawks fans kind of get used to a Anthony Beck-led team for a while now. Some of the names that were on that team, they got used to a lot of those guys as well. Some of those guys still on this team as well. But as fans kind of get used to a Ricky Proehl-led team, what can fans expect from a team under your leadership?
Well, first and foremost, Coach Beck did a great job. And we continue. I confide in him at times. But I think you're going to see a team that's prepared, that's consistent, that plays hard, plays fast, because they are prepared and they play carefree. And that's what I think you're going to see, guys flying around. Next level, finishing, which may not mean much to you, but you're going to see it. You'll feel the energy in which they play with.
Quarterback room for the last 5 or so years, I think a lot of fans knew a lot about the quarterback room. A.J. McCarron kind of speaks for itself, and then Manny Wilkins comes in last year, Max Duggan in there as well. Can you kind of take fans through what to expect on the offensive side of the ball as you come in, and what they could be looking at as, you know, a play caller for this team this year?
Well, you're going to, you know, we're trying to do it. The UFL is built for scoring points. I mean, you know, now with the field goal, it's over 60 yards, 4 points. You know, you kind of feel, even though I'm an offensive guy, you feel sorry for the defense because this whole league is predicated for the offense. But yeah, you're going to see 4 receivers, 5 receivers. You're going to, you know, we've got the air raid in place, and we got some quarterbacks that can do it. And Brandon Silvers and Harrison Frost, who have experience running the run and shoot. So it's going to be exciting. There's going to see a bunch of different looks, but we're going to be putting it, you know, the ball in the air. But I tell you what, we got 4 solid running backs. It's one of our toughest positions, and we kept all 4, and I'm excited about that. We got some great running backs that can do different things. So we've got a lot of diversity, and I think that's what it takes from an offensive standpoint. You know, you look at our receivers and our running backs, and we got 2 quarterbacks that can get the job done. So I'm excited from an offensive standpoint. And then defensively, you know, I think as a coach being here 3 years ago, we've had our mainstay with 2 linebackers in Willie and Rose, and now I look at it's one of our bright spots. We've added some depth. We've added some great football players at that linebacker position. And then our secondary, you know, I just look at our defense and to see them starting to really gel and play together and run to the football. We got a lot of speed. We got a lot of physicality on that side of the ball. So I can't help but be excited as a head football coach.
You're excited. We're excited. The city's starting to feel that buzz, like they're excited to get Battlehawks football back here in St. Louis. Coach Proehl, thanks for joining us in studio. Good luck next week, and looking forward to another spring good football here in St. Louis.
Appreciate you having me.